Hey everybody, I'm Todd Clarkson, Principal of Riverside. Looking forward to welcoming you all in September.
Hi there, I'm Mr. DeWolf. I'm one of the counselors here at Riverside. I have the beginning of the alphabet A to GN.
Hello, I'm Miss Jill Hall. I have the end of the alphabet, letters NG to Z, and I'm looking forward to working with all of you in the next 4 years.
Hi there, my name is Jackie Young. Welcome to Riverside. I am responsible for students with the last names from G-O to N-E. I am going to continue with this presentation, giving you a little bit more information about Riverside. Again, here's our counseling team. We've got Mr. DeWolf, myself, Mrs. Young, and Mrs. Joe Hall. We're organized by Alpha, so based on last names. So you can feel free to reach out to us. Here are our emails. Our school year is split into 2 semesters, so students will have 4 classes from September to January, and then another 4 classes from February to June. There are a few courses that run throughout the year, and schedules are run based on teachers' schedules. Here is our regular day schedule, and then we also have Stream, which I will talk about in a little bit. We have what's called Stream at Riverside, which is like a homeroom. So it's grade 9 to 12 students in one class, and they have Stream classes with one teacher, but 1 to 2 times a month, doing different activities throughout the year. Here are some of our school-based services that we offer to our students, and we make sure to get them the support that they need. A few little pointers we have for our incoming grade 8s, making sure to attend classes every day, and if they're not in attendance, to make sure that they're reaching out to their teachers, making sure they're using their technology effectively, asking teachers for help, trying to stay on top of their assignments and not getting behind, and access to peer tutoring. We do have a great peer tutoring program at Riverside. So we have our peer tutoring program, our grade 11 and 12 students, and they meet in the library a couple of days a week, where other students can come in, pop in. They don't have to be there every time, but if they're feeling like they're needing some help, it's a great way to get some extra support. Riverside is a bring your own device school. Here are a few suggestions on what type of a device your student should have. We really encourage our students to take advantage of all the opportunities that Riverside has to offer. We have athletic teams, clubs, theater, cultural trips, and volunteering. Our athletics program is very wonderful, and a lot of students partake in a whole bunch of different clubs, such as volleyball and soccer and rugby. A lot of our teams do have tryouts, so students will get that information as the year goes on for all the different teams. We have many clubs at Riverside. Here are just a few of the examples. If students find that there's a club that they might want to start, then they are welcome to go ahead and find a teacher sponsor, and they can start a club themselves. We always have club days in September, where students can go and learn about all the different clubs that are offered. We also provide many opportunities for school events and activities. We've got our spirit assemblies. We have different spirit weeks where students dress up in different themes, and we have our spoken word finals. Many different school events and activities make the year lots of fun. We really recommend that the incoming grade 9 students choose their courses very carefully. So they have 5 courses that are required to take. So they're English, math, social studies, science, and PE. They also get COL, digital literacy, added into their timetable automatically. This is actually an outside the timetable course, so they don't go to classes. They will get assignments within their other classes for that one. For their electives, we find often that students will pick classes based on what their friends are taking. We really encourage them to take classes that they are interested in so that they're not feeling upset with their choices in the end. They get 3 elective options in grade 9 for the English program. For their French immersion program, they actually have 1 option for their English elective. That is also because they have Français 9 and Conversation 10, which are their other 2 elective spots, part of the French immersion program. So those will be also added into their timetable automatically. For our English language learners, we do have 4 levels of ELL. Our school will be in touch with the middle schools in terms of placement for ELL. Starting in grade 9, there's 2 math pathways. Recommendations will come from the grade 8 math teachers. Most students will be placed into Math 9. Students who might have a really hard time with math would potentially be placed into Math 9 Adapted. Both classes run in the same classroom. From Math 9, students have a choice of going on to Math Foundations and Pre-Calc 10 or into Workplace 10. The Math 9 Adapted students would be placed into Workplace Math 10. Those conversations will be had with your counselor or with your classroom teacher from grade 8. Feel free to reach out to your counselor if you have any questions about the math pathways. So to summarize, our English students would have a choice of 3 elective options, and our French immersion students have a choice of 1 elective option. One of those electives could be a second language, although that's not required for graduation. We have a variety of elective options to choose from. Feel free to pause the video and take a look at some of the list here. And you can also access that list on the Riverside website. For the language options, grade 9 students have an option of taking French 9, Spanish 9, or Intro to Italian 11. Again, languages are not required for graduation. It's more out of interest. Some post-secondary schools do require language for admission, but it will be up to students to check those requirements as they move forward through their high school years. When students come in for the grade 8 tour, they will have an opportunity to write some honors assessments. They will first have to apply for these assessments, so applications for grade 8 students are going to be open from January 8th to 17th. Then the honors testing will be, as I said, during the grade 8 tour, just before the start of the tour, so in the morning, January 24th. Middle schools will also be sharing that information with your grade 8 students. Another important date to remember is January 15th. So any students who play hockey or are interested in our hockey academy, January 15th will be hosting a Zoom information session about that. If your student is not in the Riverside catchment and they are interested in attending Riverside, you'll need to do a cross-catchment application. The cross-catchment application forms are on the district website and they'll be open from February 7th to 12th. A cross-catchment application does not guarantee that your student will be able to attend Riverside, but it allows them to apply to have that opportunity. Counselors will be coming to your child's middle school for Citadel and Pitt River and Coquitlam to go through the course selection process. So they'll have a chance to ask some questions and learn about how to actually select their courses. Course selections will be open from January 24th to February 7th, and February 7th would be the due date for those courses. Please visit the Riverside website. There's lots of information there that you can access regarding the courses, little blurb about each of the courses, and any instructions, the MyEd instructions for how to select the courses through MyEd. It's very important that students are able to access their MyEd. It has to be through the student MyEd portal, not the parent MyEd portal. Our grade 8 information night for parents is going to be January 16th, and it's running from 5:30 to 7:30. The start of the evening will start with a short presentation from the principal and the counselors, along with our grade 9 transitions coordinator and the library and learning commons. That's going to run from about 5:30 to 6 o'clock, and then following that we'll have a gallery style walk through where parents can ask questions and learn about all the different elective options, and kind of have a bit of a tour of the school. And our grade 8 student tour will be held January 24th from 12 o'clock to 3 o'clock. So students will be arriving from their middle schools around noon. Again, any students who are going to be writing the honors assessment will be attending earlier in the day, depending on how many honors assessments they will be writing. Your middle schools will provide you with that information. And then the afternoon, the actual tour for the grade 8s will be going from 12 o'clock to 3 o'clock, and students will get to see the school. The principal will share a little message, and they're going to have lots of interactive stations based on the elective areas. If you have any questions, please reach out to us. We love to help. Here again are our emails and our faces, and feel free to reach out with any questions anytime.